I think I may have an electrical problem because the engine is stuttering at mid-range. I've rebuilt the reed cage, put it all the way back to stock. I put the clutch all the way back to stock. Still got the same problem. It sputters and drags out of after idle, and then when I really get on it, it'll go. So I'm thinking either my advance is not right, or I got a bad wire or something. And I just found this wire right here was something I had attached to this other wire, and it was tucked underneath this frame piece right here. So what I've done is taken my little tester, turned the power on, and look at that. So that's a hot wire, and it was sitting right up against here. So then I'm going to go through and recheck my spark plug, recheck everything, and it may be just some little bullshit deal. I don't know. But it's getting really near the end of the season in September here, and I still haven't got a good ride on it, and I'm kind of depressed. But I got to go through and find why it's lagging, because it hasn't been lagging like this before. I was thinking it's a carburetor problem. I've replaced the carburetor, 2 or 3 different carburetors. I have the same problem. I've taken the reed cage. This is the custom-made Boyson reed cage with the Boyson reeds. It really worked pretty good, and I thought they were too stiff right here because they weren't split down the middle like the regular ones. So I went in and very carefully put in all the stock CT plastic reeds and stays and everything that came with it. It's still the same problem. So now I've gone back to the 30mm Oco carb with it set on standard setting right here. It idles well. It revs okay when I'm revving it. I'm talking to myself now for a second. But when I get on the bike and I sit on the bike, and I just found this wire tucked up underneath here. It's something I used for something. So I'm going to recheck all my electronics and see if maybe it was just a little bullshit spark, or what do they call it, a short that wasn't allowing the motor to advance. Because I haven't had a problem like this before. Everything else works pretty good. Now on my list for this winter, I'm going to get that CT big manifold. No, I mean the big manifold from Tata. And maybe a few other things, I'm not sure. So if I turn the ignition off, and this is hooked up to the ground, and I touch this again, but this was tucked up underneath here like this. And if that was shorting out right there, and I'm trying to see if I can find any shorting out marks, you know, a little underneath here. Let me see if there's anything that I'm trying to look at the pipe right here to see if there's any kind of little short out marks here on the top of this pipe right there. And we're looking at the bottom of the pipe. And it can be just a little problem like that can cause the bike not to run right. So we'll take the key. I really like that Superman. That makes me feel good. I'm going to lift this up. Oh, damn it. And I'm going to have to recheck everything and just go through it piece by piece and see if there is a problem with one of my connections, because I've got so many jury-rigged Mickey Mouse add-on connections and things like that. That says new 2000 something or other. You know, I don't even know if these electronics are as good as they should be. But I'm going to have to go through them. I've got some sandpaper right here. I'm going to recheck all my connections, put everything back together. It's got to be something. The motor has got perfect top end. It's got a good low end, but it stutters at mid-range. I adjusted the carburetors. I put on new carburetors, new clutches. I get the same problem. So I'm thinking it's electronics. Okay, I'll let you know. Project Dio continues. If I can get this damn thing done before... I've only got 3-4 weeks left, and then I got to put it away.